Have you heard of the latest Sabi Sabi sanctuary? Once a hunting ground, Sandringham is now protected for wildlife conservation, with its camps opening in August this year. In this episode, I chat to Managing Director Rod Windham about this exciting new addition to the Sabi Sabi Collection's offering. Welcome to Suitcase and Chardonnay, the podcast where style meets storytelling and where we blissfully blend travel, fashion, food, wine, and intentional living. I'm Renate Engelbrecht, your host, and this is a space where you can find inspirational lifestyle tips, explore beautiful local and international destinations, and share slow, luxury moments and the little details that make life feel richer. In this second season, we are leaning even deeper into life's unique experiences. From boutique hotels and family weekend escapes, to thoughtful food and fashion, soulful conversations about wine, creativity, and conservation, and the art of slowing down without losing your sense of adventure. Whether you're listening on a morning walk, planning your next getaway, or simply craving a moment of inspiration, you're in exactly the right place. If you love lifestyle podcasts that celebrate travel, fashion, food, and wine, go ahead and follow or subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. And if something resonates, save it, share it, and let it travel further than we ever could alone. Now, if you're ready, let's go. I'm back at the Claremont Boutique Hotel in Cape Town, and today I am very honored to have Rod Windham, the Managing Director of Sabi Sabi Collection, with me. Rod, thank you so much for joining me. I heard a little birdie told me that there is an exciting thing happening at Sabi Sabi.
Well, certainly there's an extension to Sabi Sabi. If that's the bird we're talking about.
Yes.
And it's called Sandringham.
Oh,
So
exciting.
it's a new private reserve, which we were very fortunate to acquire during the COVID times.
Yes.
An old hunting farm. And I would say it's probably the last great piece of African bushveld, or part of the Greater Kruger National Park, that one could maybe get hold of. And we were just very fortunate that we, with a partner, were able to put a deal together and purchased Sandringham. So an extremely exciting property, because it being the last place that there is opportunity on the Greater Kruger National Park. It has spectacular views of the Drakensberg Mountains from the reserve. And to be able to take a reserve that was traditionally hunting, and over the last 5 years we've invested significant money in it and converted it back to what will be ultimately, when we open in a few weeks' time, a ecotourism venture.
That sounds amazing.
It's very exciting, and to have watched wildlife rehabilitate, to understand that the environment is no longer a threat. That's what we're all about, and that's what we've created our product over the last 40 odd years.
Yeah. And you say now that you've watched the wildlife, rehabilitate, but
Yes.
I suppose during COVID you must have noticed that even more.
Look, I think, on a farm like that where they didn't have a lot of tourists on the farm, it was just purely hunters that would come from time to time. The wildlife was probably oblivious to COVID. Unlike, where the Sabi Sands, where we were running a commercial operation, there's safaris every single day. The difference is we now reintroduce safaris. And we brought back safaris onto the property. We've started a training initiative with the Tracker Training Academy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we've taken young youth from the communities, teaching them how to become trackers. We've also opened up to Bushwise, which is our collective partner with the Ranger Training Academy. And then we opened up to Wild Earth. So some people have seen a little snippet here and there of Wild Earth being on the property for the last year.
And what would you say, what can people expect when they arrive?
Every property always has something unique. And I think the Kruger is exciting to go to at any day of the year. But when you arrive, you are greeted by this massive expanse of water. We were very fortunate that we have a large dam on the Timbavati River, one of the
Oh,
main
wow.
perennial rivers that flows through the Kruger National Park.
Mm.
And the views on that river are in itself spectacular, especially with this big backdrop of the Drakensberg directly behind it. And there is a feeling of tranquility the second you arrive, which in a bushveld environment, some places are busy, birds, noises. You've got it all here. So big herds of elephant drinking at the water. It's spectacular. It really
Sounds
is. We're
lovely.
very privileged.
Yeah. So you were very involved with the building of this new lodge. Do you call it a lodge, or how do you?
So we've built 3 camps. So we're making sure we have low impact on the land. So it's 3 camps, 3 separate camps. And they're going to be run at very high 5-star status to minimize the impact. But 3 separate camps. One is a standalone homestead, which people can book out, families of 4. Families of 4 rooms, so up to 8.
Okay.
It has some of the most world-class views probably in the entire industry. And then there's 2 other camps. Each one's unique. One's got a tented appeal to it, so a bit of an old world safari style feel to it. The other one has got these beautiful nests created inside the Timbavati forest, looking out over a floodplain.
Wow.
So it's very special. Yeah.
And how would you say do these camps then link into the whole Sabi Sabi collection and the other lodges that you have on offer?
So I mean, Sabi Sabi is renowned for its world-class hospitality and safari experience, and so we've made sure that we've carried that across to the new venture. We have a very strong ethos around us caring about our environment, about the people who work for us, for the guests that we entertain, and the wildlife that we look after. So that ethos fits nicely into the collection. But there's a slight difference in the habitat that we are now venturing into. So where you get more grassy plains down towards the south. As you move further north into the Kruger, you get more woodlands. And this is a combination of both, plus this beautiful water element. So this camp will really be really great for people who enjoy walking.
Okay.
The wildlife experience will still be excellent, and we will be doing safaris twice a day. But there's great opportunity for walking. There's 8 major drainage lines on the property. There's a lot of historically beautiful trees. We've got vulture colonies that are breeding on the property. So there is some uniqueness, but I would still maintain that the safari experience is going to be very much equal to that of the Sabi Sands.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, it sounds so exciting. I was curious because obviously with the floods and everything, you must have had some
anxiety
and challenges.
Yes.
How did that affect?
So it was, as much as no one wants to have a flood in the middle of a build, it did test everything. So it showed that we've built in the right places. We do have 2 rooms that were strategically placed very close to the water, but they've been raised out of the ground by about 4 meters.
Okay.
And so they were little islands for a couple of days, which I guess if you were staying in the room at the time would be something quite exciting, because literally the water life would be around you.
Yeah.
But what it did do is so we've had the highest rainfall figure in pretty much the history of the area over this year, more than double what we would get annually. So what it has done is it's really helped our rehabilitation project throughout the property. And so areas that we were working on rehabilitating, because the property was neglected, being a hunting farm, there wasn't too much focus around the actual, the habitat of the property. So that has just bounced back so beautifully.
Oh, incredible.
And the property at the moment is just looking tremendous.
I can only imagine. Yeah. Ooh, can't wait. And Rod, then just lastly, also the name Sandringham. Was that the farm's name or?
Yes. So in the early days when the surveyors came out from Britain and surveyed these areas, they traditionally left behind names of the various places they'd come from. So there's one around the corner from us that's called Croquet Lawn, which we're fortunate that we didn't get that name for
That's
Sandringham.
very funny.
But Sandringham is a long-standing name. It has got a world of history behind it. We've actually been doing some research on that history, and it has the history is so rich, right back from the Anglo-Boer War, right through to the pioneering stages of conservation, even to some of the famous movies that were shot in South Africa were shot on the property.
Oh,
So
incredible.
it's actually got a wonderful history behind it.
Yeah.
And so we've stuck with the name Sandringham because the property, that's what it's called. And
Yes.
I think it works well.
Yeah. I think it would be a great addition to the collection, and I really wish you guys well.
We're very excited about it. We really are.
And good luck with this last 3 weeks of...
Yeah, now's when the work really starts, I think. So the exciting part is our first safaris went out this morning.
Oh, wow.
So our rangers that have been trained for the last year all started safaris this morning, although they don't have guests currently. But it's really happening. We've done an incredible amount of training with the local community. We decided to go to all the high schools a year ago.
Okay.
And we've recruited kids from the high schools.
Oh, wow.
That were matric leavers, those that did well in matric. And we've trained them from scratch. So they're all in intensive training at the moment.
Yes.
And I think that's an exciting part of this project is it wasn't just about rehabilitating the land. It's also creating great relationships with the communities around it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I take my hat off to you because, I mean, if I just think about the experiences I've had with Sabi Sabi Collection, the level of service is just incredible. So obviously you guys also know what you're doing with the training, and I can't wait to see.
Well, I mean, some of these kids that we've trained have probably never seen a bottle of wine, never mind opened one.
Yeah.
But we're all working very hard at making sure that the same standard is throughout.
Yeah. No, incredible. Good
Super.
luck.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much
Thanks very
for
much for your
joining me.
time.
Suitcase and Chardonnay will soon be traveling to Sandringham for a first-hand experience, so be sure to follow along on Instagram and Facebook. For more information about Sandringham and the Sabi Sabi Collection, visit their website sabisabi.com and follow them on Instagram at sabisabi_collection. You'll also find Sandringham on Instagram at Sandringham Reserve, where you can already see some of the exciting sightings one can expect. Thank you so much for spending some time with me on Suitcase and Chardonnay. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to follow the podcast or subscribe on your favorite platform. It truly helps the show grow and helps others to discover it too. You can find more stories, travel tips and reviews, style inspiration and curated recommendations over on the blog at Suitcase and Chardonnay, where each episode often lives on in written form, with links, visuals and deeper details. For daily fashion inspo, behind-the-scenes moments and slow-living storytelling, come and say hi on Instagram, Facebook or Pinterest. Just search for Suitcase and Chardonnay. And if this episode sparked something for you, don't forget to save it or share it with someone who loves travel, fashion, food and wine as much as you do. Until next time, keep chasing beauty, spotting the little things, traveling with intention and finding joy in everyday things.